I shared with you why. Because during the early 1900s, and 1909 is when Schofield Bible came out, you have to understand, Bibles were not just a commodity that we see they are today, where you can go out and buy them for rummage sales or any place else. They were a very expensive piece of literature. The Bibles were handcrafted, handmade, hand sewn together. They were quite expensive. And it would be very common for a family to have only one Bible that had been passed down from the previous generation. Therefore, they called it the family Bible. And usually in the family Bible, they had put a section in there to where they could write down the genealogies of the family, the children, birth dates, baptisms, and so forth. It was a very, very sophisticated book for the family. Now, to buy the family Bible was quite expensive. And then to go out and find a commentary that you could begin to find out what others understood those scriptures to mean was just cost prohibitive. So Schofield combines the two together in the Schofield Reference Bible, and bam, in the early 1900s, the Baptists, the Pentecostals, the Assemblies of God, I mean, the Evangelicals took off with that book. And man, I'll tell you what, the next thing you knew, because they didn't read or didn't have access to ccel.org, Christian Classic Ethereal Library, and they couldn't research what the early church fathers, now they had a contemporary document that was telling them what they could believe. Even though that had to be extrapolated and manipulated. You cannot just take the regular Bible without someone teaching you about a rapture and conclude there is a rapture. Now, it began to be popularized in the 20th century, in the late 20th century. And Hal Lindsey's The Late Great Planet Earth, Tim LaHaye, Jerry Jenkins Left Behind, starting in 1995, this series of teachings. In fact, you can go on Amazon Prime, you can go to Netflix, you can go to YouTube, and you can watch some of these movies now. Now, understanding that these movies are based upon what I call rapture bullpoopy or rapture BS.